There's a primitive hunger buried under every act of violence. A hard, blind engine that strips a man down to what he is when the mask comes off. Brutality is not just what a man can unleash, but how much room he can endure before his soul starts to crack under the weight of bloodshed. That is the wager living makes with death. And when one butcher only knows how to tear flesh comes across another who already walked through the slaughterhouse and learned his language, there is no words left, no mercy left, no theater left. Only the same old truth in a darkened coat. Only the most vicious claim the head. Newly crowned WBO heavyweight world champion Fabio Wardley has stepped out of the shadows and announced himself as one of the division's heaviest hammers. In his first title defense, there may be no starter test than former heavyweight world champion Daniel Dubois. Coming off a loss to former undisputed world champion Oleksandr Usyk, Dubois now looks to reassert himself as the division's true butcher. Daniel Dubois is a power-driven puncher. His aggression crashes forward like a battering ram. His shots are blunt, destructive, and built to tear whatever stands in front of him. His style is grounded on heavy artillery, especially when he's able to set his feet and drive through the target with real leverage. He is a true knockout threat, capable of ending a fight with a single sequence, blending size, strength, and straight-line brutality. Fabio Wardley is a pressure puncher built on explosiveness, physical strength, and sustained discomfort. He is the kind of fighter who wants the bout to feel crowded, messy, and emotionally taxing, using aggression and pressure to force mistakes rather than waiting for clean perfection. He's a rugged pressure puncher whose best work comes when he can turn exchanges into a test of grit and make opponents fight on uneasy ground.
Corner, he comes to the ring reigning and defending WBO Unpredictability, jeopardy, early, mid, late, and it'll be bombs away from the opening bell. This is what happened 10 seconds.
That pedigree, but look at the way he's moved the left hand out of the way of Dubois.
A man's true character is revealed when he reaches the bottom of the abyss. There, he either bows to defeat or chooses to walk through the searing flames.
Pair of them, and it's big shots.
After taking a hellacious overhand from Wardley, Dubois doubled down and kept trucking forward. As a brute bully, that was the only path. If he allowed Wardley to force him onto his back foot, he would be dragged into a narrowing kill zone where Wardley could control the action.
Career heaviest, and he looks a little
moment.
That's good from Wardley there, little movements.
On the front lines, the cannons are what keeps the other mechanized units in check. Wardley had the explosiveness, but Dubois had the size to hold ground and fire back.
And he's the right hand of Fabio Wardley.
Wardley's got a jab.
Because Dubois is more mechanical and squared, Wardley kept hunting for the very same overhand right that floored Dubois in the opening round. So long as Wardley could draw Dubois' lead hand out, he knew he was explosive enough to come over the top and crash down with the overhand right. He found an opening again in the third round and detonated with artillery once more.
So get into him now.
Oh, absolutely.
Having been floored twice by the same setup from Wardley, Dubois had to either solve the overhand threat or come to truth with impending doom. His first adjustment was to get underneath Wardley's jab setup. If Dubois could get underneath the jab, he could use the rotational motion and come back with his own overhand.
Fabio Wardley.
Wardley needs that double jab, and he's up and down with the jab.
Wardley, 2 knockdowns to the gut. From Daniel Dubois.
Two solid jabs.
The talk of the training has been great. Good work.
The second adjustment was to block and drive Wardley's jab downward, forcing him at a position to come over the top with the right hand.
He just commits to everything, doesn't he, Fabio?
And a chopping one over the top.
When Wardley tried to use his throwaway jab, Dubois simply pulled out the pocket.
To Daniel Dubois' favour, it's the feet. I've always said he's going through the mind of Daniel Dubois. What is he thinking? What is going through the mind of Daniel Dubois? What is he thinking?
Once Dubois got Wardley's offense under control, it was time to get to work. When two juggernauts collide, power is the only language they respect. Dubois began using his jab like a battering ram, letting the champion know he intended to break through that front door by any means necessary.
Never been in with a puncher like Dubois before. Fabio Wardley.
Wardley seemed to have no answer for Dubois' unexpected jab, which was landing with authoritative impunity.
Look at that ramrod dislodged in the gum shield. Charge at Daniel Dubois.
28, the 31-year-old Fabio Wardley with the
With his low lead hand, Wardley's stance was designed to bait the jab and draw the right hand to roll. That approach had worked in other fights, but it collapsed under Dubois' far more assertive and stern jab. The jab constantly broke Wardley's base and also took away his setup. Unable to get off his own jab, Wardley could not find a window to launch his right hand.
And if he can't find that punch clean, he's going to be in trouble.
He keeps the war on the foot movement.
Absolutely.
Experience began to show. Wardley seemed to have no real plan B once his preferred point of attack was taken away. Confident after two knockdowns, he leaned too heavily onto a singular path forward, which made him predictable and easier to read.
Finding that punch at Portman Road.
That right hand every now and again. Tell you what he does as well. He's really smart, that move. When he's back.
Though he still landed a few right hands, Dubois took them well, as Wardley's legs were weakened from being battered.
He's bloody.
Good left hook went in there from Daniel Dubois.
Back comes Dubois. Now Wardley's hurt. With a shootout. Wardley up in trouble.
After that, Wardley was sparse in his punches, swinging for the fences, and those haymakers kept falling short, leaving him badly at a position for Dubois to punish.
Heap of trouble. His slap from Don Charles.
Round 7.
Daniel.
Dubois kept reaching deeper into the armory. In the smoke of a full-scale firefight, where artillery answers artillery, the smallest details decide the larger war. And the major layer was the first, which was the jab. Wardley had passed the feet and was quicker to the draw. But once the jab stopped working, the legs stopped mattering. Without a jab to anchor the bully gets to press unchecked.
This is the brutality of this.
Dubois dismantled that jab by meeting it head on instead of circling around it. He used positioning and timing to hold his ground whenever Wardley fired.
It's a different fight this, Adam. But you know what? I said Wardley's will drag that off. First shot.
Wardley's bladed stance gave his jab speed and length, but Dubois fought more squared, which let him turn into his jab and generate more rotational power.
About his mental state, but you know what he did? He regrouped. Unsteady again. Uppercut from Dubois.
And both men landed at once. Dubois was willing to eat a jab to give a jab, delivering a more impactful shot. That exchange would break Wardley's base, denying him the follow-up and create the opening for Dubois to mount his own offense.
He's pitched colour to Fabio Wardley. 2 knockdowns to the good, but somehow we're into the second half of this.
Dubois also reinforced his entry. Wardley fought tall, chin exposed, relying on reflexes to defend. Dubois came in with his chin tucked behind his shoulder, his arm tightened into armor, forcing his way inside before a harder, more committed frame while protecting the line of chin.
Might be the moment, the chance. One takes it. 50 left in the ninth round, and here comes the right uppercut. Oh, that's a right hand from Dubois.
Just madness. Look at that.
And this is why boxing is the best sport in the world. Better than...
But most ironic was Dubois' ability to find and execute counters better than Wardley.
Well, we need this minute. That he needed Daniel Dubois.
It was, I tell you what.
Wardley met the night like a valiant champion, sacrificing pieces of himself to the ring. But the Mauling was just too deep for the courage to outlast, forcing the referee's heinous stoppage to preserve what remained.
Off-target body shot from Dubois.
Good sport. And for the last few rounds, it hasn't been a sport, it's been a now. But in the corner, they're so invested in the fight, and they'll think we got...
It's one of the fights of his life here. Daniel Dubois, another right hand.
But he's proving that he can come back and regroup it.
Heavyweight action.
You said it would be...